Alright everybody, what's up? Let's do a final review for Outlaw, Alicia, and the Red Shoes gang, whom I love every member of. Let's just start with Alicia, the leader of the Red Shoes gang, and our homie. She's a little rocky at first in the story, but she learned the error of her ways, and yeah, she's a better leader than ever. Let's talk about her. Obviously, Fenrir Van, we still get use out of that. Image Whole Party, Vanish 1 character. True Knight has actually still come into play as well. She's gotten some more stuff in her magic list, like Flare, Meteor, Merton. Really good stuff like that. Life 2 is great for her to have. You know, her magic list is okay for certain points, but really what she's doing is, of course, her Magitech command and Tech Missile. Tech Missile's still the most powerful thing she can do. So, and it's only going to get better, so we use that all the time. She's currently unequipped, but when she is equipped, she gets a Ragnarok right now, which is boosting her magic power really high, basically making her Tech Missile even stronger. As far as Espers go, she only got 2 so far. We got 1 more Esper to find, but Blood Mage maintenance, this seems pretty good. Just having Blood Mage is really nice if I do decide I want to cast some magic. Raiden's good too, especially with Hope on the team, because it has Earth Font, and Hope does Quake sometimes, so that's pretty good. Final Summon Raiden isn't bad either, I do like that. Alexander is better for leveling up because of the HP plus 50%. Getting Strength on Alicia doesn't really help all that much, but they're both good, and yeah, her Espers she rolled were pretty decent. Nobody, what I've noticed is very few characters have set relics I put on them in this run, because yeah, it's been more about their commands than it has been getting stuff off of relics, but regardless of that, Alicia, great frickin' character. Love her. She kicks fucking ass. Don't mess with her. Okay, Maddie. So Maddie, we haven't used a lot, but she does have Ultima now. She got an Esper giving her Ultima. Disaster hasn't been too helpful all game. We've kind of used it here and there, and it's hit with, like, Imp or Confusion and stuff. Barrier Ring she only gets when she's low on HP, so that's not super helpful. She does get the Sniper, which she has been using all game since we got it, which has Flinch, and that resets ATBs of enemies sometimes, similar to like Pokemon. That's a really good weapon for her. I even like it over the Valiant Knife. I don't think I'm going to do Valiant Knife for her this run, although I could. That might be something we do for the final battle if we have to, but Sniper seems just fine. But yeah, mostly she's just now going to be doing Ultima. She also has Flare, 2 of the strongest attacks in the game. She also has a Cure 3, which is really nice. Espers wise, she can use Ragnarok, that's where she got Ultima. Pretty good Esper for leveling as well, because the HP plus 100. Palador with Juggler, I'm not a huge fan of Juggler. Resonate, I don't really remember what that is. I guess I could look it up. Return magic, like basically is Final Fantasy Tactics return magic. It sends back magic spells that are cast on you. So that's decently helpful sometimes, but not all the time. Resonate is trade status effects between target and attacker whenever a unit with this attacks or is attacked. So if she has like poison and something hits her, that something should be poisoned back. Or if she attacks something and she's poisoned, it should poison them too. Stuff like that. That's not bad. Usually I give her Golem because of SOS Cure 3, SOS Vanish. Shote's okay too, but Immortal does really make me mad sometimes. Just brings you back as a zombie. Unless you have, like, Rippler, Final Ripple, and Immortal, that combination is amazing because it brings you back to life at 0 HP as a zombie, but you ripple the zombie onto the enemy when you come back. So you're just at 0 HP. So that is true Immortal. Really, she's just going to be throwing Ultima whenever we use her. But yeah, I like Maddie. She had good character development. Started out as like a bargaining chip for the Empire, and then we saved her. Alicia started going crazy and then tried to use her as a bargaining chip herself, and then came to her senses, and everything's cool now. So, good shit, Maddie. I like you a lot. Alright, Pops. Pops has been taking a break for a minute because Billy kind of laid down the law and got mad at him for pushing himself too hard. But Pops is awesome. Storyline-wise, he's just the best. As we know, he is Swole's father, but in this dimension, Swole died when he went out during the Imp Harvest of 21, because I guess he never ran into us. In the original Imp Harvest of 21, we were there to meet Swole and help him out. I guess there wasn't a two-tone here to do that for him this time, so... But anyway, Pops himself, level 3 Muddle hasn't been great. We have pretty much never used it since like the first couple of times we did when we got him. Innate Cherub Down's okay. Floating all the time, pretty good for dodging quakes and magnitudes. His magic power kind of sucks, which is a shame. He does have Flare, which usually what we do if we want to hit with magic with him is do a flare just so Frog can like mimic it, and then we put Pops back to what he's best at, which is equipping this tiara and barehanded X fighting. Because the fake mustache not only gives him our bio instead of level 3 muddle, which we haven't really used that much since we first tried the poison build, but it gives him X attack, so he punches 8 times for a butt ton of damage. So yeah, that's what he's usually doing. He also has Bahamut. I didn't realize he got that. So he can learn X Zone, which is good. And it's giving him Strength +2, which is going to make his punches even better. So yeah, I like that a lot. And Regenerator is auto regen, but the regen ticks happen 3 times as much as regular regen ticks. So that's good. It's better than this Bismarck we've had him with all game. He basically just like SOS Lagomorphs, and it's an ice font, which nobody's really using ice this run. And I definitely don't give him Ifrit because Vampire sucks. But Pops is cool as shit. I love him. He's so funny. I think everyone loves Pops. I hope you guys love Pops, because this is one of my favorite characters ever. Okay, Squall. We haven't actually used Squall that much, but I do like his interaction with Will. So he's got Life Shaver. He's also got an Atlas Armlet innate, which is a pretty good innate relic if we're being real. But mostly, yeah, he's got Life Shaver, which, as you know, doesn't do damage unless you're missing HP. Well, Will has Overheal, and that interaction allows you to have a bigger pool of HP, and to the point that even if you use a Life Shaver or like a Drain or something at full HP after you've been overhealed, it will still drain. So after a few turns of overhealing Squall, he starts doing thousands with Life Shaver, even at max. So that's pretty good. As far as Espers go, I haven't really checked. He can use Crusader as well, so he can get Flare and Quick and Remedy. Oh yeah, he's going to be a great character. Got Life 2 already, too. We'll probably go and learn all this stuff for him before we even go to KT, because I'm pretty sure he's coming. I would say he's one of the ones that is coming. He's going to be a wonderful character by the end. So yeah, and weapons, nothing insane. Shurikens that proc Seraphim. He's got a Greatest that can proc Flare, so that's pretty good. But he's going to know that, so I don't think we care much. Magic Power 37. Yeah, decent, man. Thanks for being around, buddy. Alright, Stump. We also haven't used Stump much. So he's our Berserker. We've had him for a long time. He is the Mimic Zerker, though, which means he has Mimic as his command, which is usually pretty bad. So we've been giving him this Hawkeye that changes Mimic into Morph, and he can't use Morph. So he just turns into a regular Berserker. Kinda sucks just to make him a decent Berserker. We have to have a piece of equipment on him for it. But we also have this gem box that does the same thing, so we can actually get away with giving him a more decent weapon like Tiger Fangs. Other than that, his Rage Ring he can't equip because it is character-specific command changer for another character, but he can equip a Blizzard Orb, which is doing Fire Skein, which isn't bad, and it's even going to be better now because he can equip Crusader, and that gives Fire Pierce. So when he does do Fire Skein, it's going to do non-elemental damage and go through defenses. Okay, he just became a good character, a better character. He was already good, but that makes him even better. And he can get Bahamut for Strength +2. Okay, yeah, so he's going to be pretty good now with the Blizzard Orb. So good shit, Stump. Nice Marvel shoes, by the way, innately, since the beginning. So yeah, Stump, definitely coming to the tower with us 100% now that I've noticed that. Will has been one of the best healers I've ever had in Beyond Chaos. I think the only person that rivals him in that area is when we had Rubicant, the 1 seed. I don't remember what seed that was, but yeah, Rubicant had a Wild Bear Atomic Ray command. So what do you want me to say? That's just better. Wild Bear's the best healing spell in the game. Ice Rabbit Haste 2 ain't nothing to sneeze at. It is really, really good. And having a Guard Ring, so always safe status, is pretty good too. As far as his damage goes, ever since we got the Scimitar, he's been using it. The Strato was good early on. He's got a lot of utility stuff, like Skyrender obviously has an 8 Runic, so that got us through the Fanatics Tower, despite the counterall being really annoying and messing up my Mimics. Scimitar is just a good weapon. Nothing special about it, just a scimitar. Strato has Gilgame Heart. It also has X-Kill, and it's pretty strong. The Aura, I'm pretty sure, had something going for it as well. The Aura and the Tempest. Let me take a look. Yeah, Auto Reflect. So in case we ever want to start a battle with Will having Reflect, we can just equip him with the Aura. And then the Tempest also procs Shoat and Tempest Swing. And he has a way, I'm pretty sure... No, he can't. He doesn't have a way to Wind Pierce, unfortunately. But that's still pretty good. Tempest is alright against groups. But then he's got Unicorn for Heal Boost, which he's already healing our whole party. And Unicorn boosts the heal. And then we equip him with an Amulet that gives him overheal, so he can heal past our max HP. Will is just the healer from hell. I would actually say, because Junctions didn't exist back when Rubicant was on the team, I would say Will is probably better than Rubicant, just because there's a Wild Bear command that's really, really good. But if you had, like, a Wild Bear command plus everything Will has, it would be leagues better. So I think just jumping down from Wild Bear to Ice Rabbit and having all this stuff does make him the best healer we've ever had. So, good shit, Will. Billy boy. And he's got himself still got that little crush on Alicia, but we'll see where that ends up. Right, Gaw. Gaw was pretty helpful early on in the World of Ruin. Well, sort of. He was basically our punch guy when Pops wasn't around. He still does not have any of the really good lures. He does not have Quasar or Grand Train. We've not been able to find it anywhere. So hopefully we can before we get to the final battle. He has Flare, so that's really good. And then his Espers, he can do Zone Seek for Gold Mage, which is nice. Madwin gives him magic power, so we could probably do that. So does Shoat. Siren I don't want to use because Crisis Arm is hard to mitigate. Yeah, for the most part, he's just using lore. The Sneak Ring we could use because we have a Thief Knife, but I don't know if I care about doing that at this point. In general, though, Gaw is our lore user, you know? He's just who he is. Lore users usually end up pretty good. We just gotta find those spells. I can't believe I'm hoping that Goddess does Quasar to us, but I kind of hope she does. Thanks, Gaw, for being here and being a badass character. And I'm glad you're not dead in this world. What's that? Nothing, dude. Poor Red. Officially has to be the most unlucky character in the history of Beyond Chaos. Number one, no real good magic he can learn from his Espers, except, I guess, Life 2. He has a Pummel command, which would normally be okay, but he's also got a Relic Ring, so we can't heal him except with Doom spells, and if he dies, he's like 1 life to live. So if he dies, we can't bring him back with life spells, because he's a zombie. He's pretty damn bad. No good, real good equipment he can put on. He can't even equip the Paladin Shield, for fuck's sake. All kinds of not good. And I feel so bad because one day, the final redemption arc for Red, where he becomes the best character ever, is going to be a long time coming. But I bet he's going to be insufferable when he ends up good. Maybe Granny should send somebody more lucky next time. Alright, Glenn. Glenn's been great ever since we got him. He's got a Mimic command. He just has a Mimic command. That's it. A Black Belt, which is no muddle, and he's counterattacking with his weapons, which... His weapons are not that fantastic, but he is somehow doing pretty good damage when he counters. But for the most part now, he learned Ultima, so he's just throwing Ultimas. And he has, like, I think maybe close to the best magic power that we have if he's fully equipped. And his Espers, he's got Ragnarok, where he learned Ultima from, which also has Nuke Boost, which is making Ultima more powerful. And an auto life 3, and HP plus 100 on level up. Like, it's just too good. He's going to be great for the rest of the game, and I can't see any reason why we'd leave him behind. He's just too good. This was a good send from Luca to help us out across time. You're the best. You also are still wearing Cyrus's clothes. Right, Hope. It took a while. It took quite a while. But Hope did become a good character. She just kept getting blue-balled. Every time we got something that would have been perfect for her, she just can't equip it. You know, this Raiden here would have been great for her. She had Lightning and Quake. Just would have been perfect to pierce with Lightning and Font with Earth. She can use this Crusader, which is awesome. So she's going to get Flare and Quick and Remedy. which she's already on her way to learning all those. And she's got an X magic command with Quick, which is even better. And then eventually, once we learn those, we're going to put Madwin on her for a couple more levels till she's level 50, so she can get a couple more points in magic power, because her base magic power is not that great. 26 isn't wonderful. But after that, we'll probably just put Zone Seek on her for Gold Mage and just let her go to town casting those awesome spells. She has Flare, which is probably going to be what she's doing. She can get away with Quake sometimes because the combo of like X Magic Float into Quake is pretty nice. Cure 3, Life 2. She's got some great support spells too. So yeah, she's been equipping an Enhancer still. Just anything to help her magic power I've been giving her. And she's starting to do some pretty good damage. So good on you, Hope. Way to overcome the red curse and actually be a good character. You had freaking everything against you. You had red around, so it was hard to like not get cursed by him, and you were the Setzer spot, and you ended up pretty good despite all that. So good job. Xeno. Okay, Xeno, I don't understand what Esper Attack J is doing, but it is making his Tirado attack just so strong. And that's why I have not pulled Tritalk off of him ever, because anytime I pull it off him, he starts doing less damage with Tirado by a lot. His magic power is pretty good. Like I said, you know, that's why we keep it on him as the Tirado. He does it as many times as he feels like, and it actually has been clearing a lot of shit for most of the game. And then he's got a Life too, which is good. Remedy also. But yeah, he can use Zone Seek for Gold Mage, Ramu, it doesn't matter. He's always Tritalk. So Xeno, you're fucking amazing. I'm glad you grew up to be a pink chocobo and that those were your powers. My god. I am sad I got to miss you growing up, but you know, them's the breaks. Time travel's a bitch. You are definitely coming in the tower with us. You are too good, buddy. Okay, Fish. We have not used Fish that much either for a long time. He does have our Rare, which is a shit ton of boss skills, and it's really, really good. Acid Rain, which we've used here and there, but not really. Why not just do our Rare in that case? What are Espers like? Still just Odin. So Teaching Eyes 3, Learning Magic Power +2. Magic Power +2 is pretty good with our Rare. Faith, I don't remember what it does, but Heal Sync is not great because that affects everybody on the team, which is pretty bad for being on a team with like Will or something. You can equip this Punisher that I just looked at just now. It has Meat Bone Cut. Not really what we're looking for. We probably just Magus Rod him and get him as much magic power as humanly possible. Or I guess fishingly possible. No real magic in his magic list. He's just throwing our rares. So a little bit RNG-y, but still a great character. And he's Clyde's pet. What are you going to do? Look at his profile picture. My god. Will caught him with his face. Okay, Waddle. Waddle is a Waddle Dee. I don't remember which one. But with his giant eye, he is now the gang's lookout. Because, I mean, who better to put in that position than a guy who's mostly eyeball? He is our mime, so we can give him anything we want out of our list. Just generally a good character to bring into the Kefka Tower. He also got Magic Power 28, which is actually kind of up there for a mime. So he'll do pretty good with his Magic Command if he's on the right team. As far as Espers, obviously he can't learn stuff from Espers because he's a mime, but he can get Bio Boost, Gaia Assist. Gaia Assist is fun. Gold Mage is pretty good too. True Paladin, maybe. And yeah, we're not doing this because Ice Sync. I don't want to do that. But yeah, and what is he equipping? Ogre Nyx. Yeah, no. we can do better than that. But yeah, Waddle Dee, whichever one you are. Good to have you, buddy. And then finally we have Sidgo. So Sidgo was an awesome character in one of my older runs, and in this dimension, he's an OG member of the Red Shoes gang. He's a badass, but he's not that great in this run. He's got R Bless, which is random status effects spells. Like the first time we used it, I think he did Carbuncle and gave us all Reflect. So yeah, he can do like that. He can give us Vanish. He can summon Fenrir sometimes. Stuff like that. Anything doing good stuff for us will be pulled out of there. But the random factor kind of sucks. And his other skill is Sonic Boom, which is cool that he has it, but it replaced a magic command. He's also got a hero ring, which is super nice. Espers, I mean, if he had a magic command, Doom would have been nice. Vanish, Life, a few of these things would have been pretty good. We would probably give him Tirado, Bio Boost, Gaia Assist, if we did anything. But I think Sidgo is actually going to be one of the characters that sticks on the airship. I don't think we're rolling with him. I think he's going to be hanging out with Red. Either way, Sid Go, I love you, and it's great to see you, man. Alright, so now that we're through the characters, let's talk about the seed a little bit. The storyline has been so much fun, man. I love all these characters. I love coming up with ideas for them, and just doing the backstories, and having, like, the little tensions between characters, and development and stuff. Your normal BC run stuff, but I've had a lot of fun with this one. Just like the little gang splitting up thing at the beginning, and then getting back together, and like finding the treasure finally, and then seeing what it was. Then the taking out the Chocobo Mafia and everything. And now we're getting ready to go and take out Kefka because he's still corrupted by the crazy Big Greg cult that he is a part of, and we need to save this world. But yeah, there's no telling what's happening after this seed. Luca showed up, and she's gonna talk to us a little later when she thinks about it a little bit, but we gotta save this fucking world in the name of the Red Shoes Gang, man, because that's who we are, and that's what we do. That's your final review. Thanks for watching. I know I sped through it pretty fast, but that's because I want to go and take a little bit of a break. Fanatics Tower is still freaking weighing on me. Hopefully later tonight, go ahead and do Kefka's Tower, because I'm down. Hope I see you guys for that one when we get there, and I'll see you then. Peace!